We got a good crew. Had some instant potatoes last night. Sweet baby Jesus.
Day 4 began with nothing but peace in my gut. No nausea, no pain. I ate 2 bearded butcher beef sticks and a frog fuel gel pack because heroes still need snacks. We hit the trail under towering pines and granite whispers.
It's officially day 4. We're 0.4 miles in. We stayed at a campsite near 2 streams last night, just north of Moraine Lake. It was an awesome campsite for 11 people. I'm not even sure if I'm still on the trail, but this is an easier day with mostly flat trails going down from 10,500 to 6,500 feet to Kern River. And we've got water on the side of us pretty much the whole way, plus meadow after meadow. It's beautiful. And I'm feeling much better than yesterday. Couldn't keep it in yesterday. It came back up, everything, water, food. Today, I'm feeling strong, feeling a whole lot better. Stomach's not burning, throat's not burning. We got a good crew. Had some instant potatoes last night, and I think that really helped. I'm not sure if it was just max carbs or the flavor, or if it felt more like I was eating at home versus eating out of freeze-dried food. But overall, today's feeling a whole lot better than yesterday. We'll see how the rest of it goes. There's something about the Sierras, though. The beauty is like nowhere else in the world. Then again, maybe I just haven't seen everywhere else yet. But this beauty is not something I grew up with. I love it. 1 mile, we're about just over 18 minutes a mile. So you can tell that the trail here is pretty good to go. Unlike yesterday where it took me about 3 hours to do 1 mile.
The morning was rock-free downhill bliss, forest, shade, and 3 hours and 21 minutes to the first shaded creek crossing at mile 8.01. Then the heat and my stomach re-entered the chat. I soaked my shirt, hat, and buff. Cold water never felt so good until I tried one of my trail favorites, a honey stinger gel. Instant regret. Before there were bridges, before there were even boots on this trail, the Tübatulabal people called this valley home for thousands of years. Their name means pine nut eaters, but they were really keepers of this entire watershed. Every river bend, every hot spring was part of a much bigger story. One where nature provided everything you needed, no resupply required.
The trail is still relatively flat. No big rocks, no big water crossings. It's the biggest hurdle, literally, have been fallen trees that just haven't been cut apart yet. We've had to jump over a lot of logs, fallen trees, but man, is it beautiful out here.
I'm supposed to be protecting the wilderness, but I'm letting you in. I failed.
All right, we're 9.5 miles in. I think the heat's getting to me again. I'm starting to get queasy. Maybe I need to eat more. But this is the hardest part of the trail so far today. Up the rocks. I call these twist your ankle rocks. They're fun.
Three miles later, 10:19 a.m., love those timestamps, we hit the Kern River Bridge. Half a mile from camp, the heat had broken me, so I plunged in. Coldest bliss, best decision. I watched 4 teammates cross the bridge while I resurrected.
Baby Jesus, that's cold. Take one more plunge, get back on trail. When I say sweet baby Jesus, that means sweet baby Jesus. That is cold water, but a really nice sea. Ooh-wee.
This river has a story too, named by explorer John C. Fremont in 1845 after his cartographer Edward Kern. Before that, the Spanish called it Rio de San Felipe, and in 1853, it turned into gold country, literally bringing prospectors to the upper Kern. Up here in the high Sierra, helicopters are like the Swiss Army knives of the sky. We saw 2 on day 4, one hauling a giant water bucket to help fight wildfires before they spread, and another ferrying tools and supplies for trail crews. In a place where there are no roads and the only delivery service is your own 2 feet, these choppers are the ultimate backcountry Amazon Prime. Same-day delivery, but only if the weather cooperates and the pilots had enough coffee.
Protect spring. Use lower tub. This is the upper tub. We're thinking you don't have to put that warning up.
These Kern River Hot Springs aren't just a random trail luxury. They've been healing stations for millennia. Indigenous tribes soaked here for recovery and ritual. And later, settlers turned places like Kern Hot Springs into full-blown resorts, complete with a hotel, bathhouse, and weekend rodeos. That is, until a fire in 1971 turned it into a memory. Today, all that's left is the heat, the water, and a tradition that somehow still revives the half-dead hiker. When you soak here, you're stepping into the same current the Tübatulabal once used for ceremony, the same water that ran past gold miners, and the same springs that healed cowboys after a rodeo. You might call it a 0 day for the soul. I call it the only kind of spa I can afford.
Wow. I think this is my first hot spring ever. And I've got chapstick all over me. Definitely the first hot spring I've ever been in. Over here. What a view. That felt really good. It was really hot when you first get in, but the air out here cools you down pretty good. And yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Camp mile marker 36.9. I pitched my tent in the shade, cooked instant potatoes again, took an hour to eat every bite, napped with a heart-shaped rock under my head, slowly sipped water, then divine next mile meals, Italian beef marinara, another hour, pulse,
Eat the rat.
still alive.
Again.
I dropped it.
What about a strawberry infused gel?
No! He needs I've got him. No. Take from my bag. Just for stop. Throw me something.
What about hot beef sticks? Hey, boy. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat these now.
Tell me you're sick on trail without telling me you're sick on trail.
I'm not dead yet, just gloriously miserable. Downhill tomorrow, just 7.3 miles to Junction Meadow before Guitar Lake Day. The Tramily voted, if you've ever wanted to hike so hard the hot spring feels like heaven, you're in luck. If you laughed, cringed, or thought, dude, how are you still here? Hit like, subscribe, and comment your weirdest trail recovery food. Up next, chilled nerves, steep climbs, and maybe redemption. Stick with me, the end is still just getting real.